Yes. Hey guys, welcome back to Project D. You ever wonder what one of the all-time best springtime lures is? That's caught more bass than any other, and it doesn't require a lot of skill to throw. That's my kind of lure, one that catches lots of fish, catches big fish, and doesn't require a lot of skill. It's this one that I've got tied on at the end of my line right here, and something's got a hold of it, and it's a good one. Looky right here. Looky right, oh, that fish is barely hooked. Tournament day, that fish will be coming off. Oh yes, look at that. That's the bait right there, guys. A lipless crankbait, rattle trap, whatever you want to call it. That little jewel of a noise drives these fish bonkers in the springtime. Yes, that is so much fun. Thank you, girl. Oh, and she's gonna jump. All right, guys, we're back at Project D. We're over in East Texas, grass, hydrilla, just middle of January, and we're gonna try to catch them on a trap. I think we're going to, because I just started throwing it, and I caught one right off the bat, so I'm pretty excited. From the top of the mountain. One of the beauties of this bait is that you can just cover so much water with it. You know, I've gone miles and miles in a day just throwing it out there and winding it in. So it's just a bait that you can just go, 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 go. And it's so important when you have such vast, there's another one right there, vast grass beds that you can just cover all kinds of water. Oh, he come off, golly. Dadgummit, that was a good one. That's something else. When you get a bite, make a bunch more casts in that area, because they can just group up this time of the year. Lipless crankbait bite is a reaction bite. You know, you'll notice I'm going, stopping, going, stopping. It gets a little grass on it, I snatch it out. That's the beauty of this bait. You know, these fish can not be active at all, but you're triggering them to bite by constantly changing that retrieve, by getting down in the grass, snatching it free. And it's not just a grass bait. I don't want, just because I'm fishing grass, I catch a lot of fish in Oklahoma on this bait too, just on rocks, so keep that in mind. But it is a reaction bite 100% of the time. There's one. There is a pile of them right there. We found some. Yes, sirree. Oh, he choked it. Can't even see the bait. Can't even see the bait. Oh, you can't even see it. Where is it at? Come here, you old, big old fish. Come here, baby doll. Oh, it's not that big, but he ate it. You think he wanted that bait? Look at that. You gotta be super careful when it's in their tongue like that. I don't want to hurt that fish, so I'm gonna get him back in the water really quick. About got it out. If it would quit going deeper. All right. All right, all right, all right. All right, so we've had 3 bites, like immediately. So you gotta drop a waypoint, because I'm out in the middle. You know, I'm just figuring this out. You know, a lot of times these grass beds, you know, on flat lakes, they're just out here, but there'll be some little key deal that there'll be a bunch of fish right there. So drop you a waypoint, make a circle, keep going around those areas, keep making casts. A lipless crankbait like this WARPIO, I will have tied on in my boat starting when that water temperature, you know, is cold, like in the fall. I've caught them really good in the fall on this thing, but like from November till those fish go, you know, spawn to post spawn, there's always going to be one in that rod box. If you open that lid in that nitro, it's a bait that's going to be tied on. It's just that good of bait. I would venture to say this bait's caught as many bass in the history of bass fishing as anyone out there. You know, maybe the plastic worm would be the only other, but you know, lipless crankbait's really, really, really good. So with that said, realize that I've had some of my best tournaments on this bait, you know, with the water temperature in the upper 40s, low 50s. You know, it works when the water's really, really cold. And I've even seen times when the water's that cold that you burn it, like reel it as fast as you can reel it, you know, especially on those sunny post-front days. It's a great bait to, you know, combat when those fish are really sluggish and they don't want to bite. Bury that retrieve. It's just so important, no matter what that water temperature is. It could be quick, it could be slow. Just bury that retrieve. Oh my goodness, I seen that one eat at the boat. Holy smokes. That fish took it off my trolling motor. I'm literally reeling my war pig in right there, and I go to lift it up, and he just come up and annihilated it. That's why it's such a reaction strike. It's so clear. Golly, come here, buddy, come here. That's a nice one. That is so much fun. Look how pretty that fish is. He is perfect, not a mark on him. I'm grinning because I'm having fun, guys. I don't know what else to say. I'm just having fun. Doesn't get any better than that right there. Man, that's awesome. Thank you, buddy. You made my day. Right there at the trolling motor. All right, maybe there's another one. You know, this technique is, in my opinion, you've got to use fluorocarbon at a minimum or braid, you know, because I'm constantly trying to jerk the grass off of it to keep it clean, you know, when I get shallow. You cannot use monofilament. You just can't jerk it hard enough to clean that grass off. So keep that in mind, fluorocarbon or braid. I'm a fluorocarbon guy. Y'all leave me a comment, let me know if you use braid. I've never tried it. I know some people do. I'd be curious what y'all's thoughts are on braid. Having to make a lot shorter casts. I'm up on top of this grass flat, and the grass is just a few feet underneath the water. You can see it. I'm trying to find a ditch. You know, again, I've never been to this lake before, so I'm trying to find a little bit deeper water. Till then, I'll just keep making these shorter casts. Stay on that trolling motor, covering some water. There he is. Oh, that's a good one. That feels like a real good one. Golly, yes sirree. That's a real one. That is a real one. Oh, that makes me laugh. That just makes me so happy. So happy. Look at that big old girl. Look at that big old girl. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, here's where it's so critical. When you get one next to the boat, just not over pulling on them hooks, because this is where you lose a lot of them. If you can make it through that first jump, come here, baby doll. That is a big one. That is a good one right there. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yes. All right, all right, all right. Look at that big old fish. That is why you fish in the spring. That is why you use lipless crankbaits. Thank you, girl. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes. Look at her go. Hey, right there, we're gonna use that fish as our power stop break in the action. Break down the bait, the rod, the reel, the line. You know, this is really critical today. A lot of times I'm gonna throw the 1/2 ounce, but today this grass is so shallow, I'm throwing the 1/4 ounce, a lot smaller lipless crank than a lot of times you throw. You go with the 1/4 when you got to keep your bait up high. Now I've got it on 14-pound test. You know, you could go maybe with a 1/2 ounce and go up to 20-pound test, because the line's going to also give it buoyancy or let it get deeper. Fluorocarbon's a must, a must, a must. The rod I've got's a 7.6 mag heavy. That is a must. That's a must to be able to jerk it out of that grass yet not lose those fish. And a high speed gear ratio reel, super, super important. That's the setup that's getting it done. The power stop, breaking the action, breaking the gear down right there for you guys. Let's catch another one. You know, I really like to find the grass that tapers. You know, we hadn't had any bites up on top of the flat. All our bites have been where this has started to drop off into the creek channel. When I'm trying to find the right type of grass or the right spot to throw this thing, it's generally just something different. You know, a point or a depression, little deeper spot in the grass. You know, it can be just something different. That's all it can take to find an area where you can get 3 or 4 bites. Fish on. Oh, it's a good one. It's a good one. Golly, barely hooked too. Barely hooked. Look at that. Look at that big old fish. Man, it's such a critical time right here, just not to pull too hard. I've got one little hook in that thing. Just don't try to overdo it. Oh, come here, come here, come here. Golly, fish, come here, buddy. Come here, come here, come here, come here. Oh, yes. Aha, yes. I love it. You know, one thing that you know, these baits are really bad on losing fish, and you hear me talk about it quite a bit, but it's important, guys, to change the hooks. Look at those hooks I got on there. They're the EWG style hooks. Those are BERKLEY Fusion hooks. I put a little bit bigger hooks on there, and just keeps those fish from throwing that bait. Thanks, buddy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Jump one more time. I love it, I love it. But dude, change your hooks. That's really important. Super critical. If you feel something just a little bit different on a retrieve, you know, I felt that fish swipe at it or turn on it the cast before. Made that same exact cast right on that line up, and he bit it that time. Oh, there's one. Man, they're wanting it up high, and it's a tub. I just jerked it out of the grass. It jerks all the way up to the top of the water, and he hits it at the top of the water. I hope the GoPro got that, because that was so cool. So cool. Oh my goodness. And it is a good one. They're getting bigger, boys. He has got it choked. Yeah, look at this one. Oh, come here, buddy. Come here, come here. Oh, that's one thing about them things. They're hard to get. Hard to get your finger in there and not get a hook when they're right there in that bottom jaw. Yes, thank you, fish. That is a good one, isn't it? Look at the size of that one. Yes, 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 yes. Doesn't get any better than that right there, guys. Oh, thank you, buddy. Okay, you can go. I'm letting you go. I'm letting you go, and I'm gonna catch another one. Just to reiterate a couple things, guys. Pick the right size. 1/4 ounce, today's the deal. The right rod. Keep that thing clean. I'm jerking it all the time, keeping that grass off of it, and a fast reel. You know, just because the water's cold doesn't mean you can't reel this thing in and get a reaction strike. That's a cool bite. That's almost like a topwater bite. Cool bite, guys. Wish you could have seen it. I hope you all did. I don't know if this old GoPro right here got it, but he went whoo right there on top of the water. That's one thing about red, guys. This water is crystal clear. Crystal clear. You can see, I don't know, 7, 8 foot down. It's super cloudy today. But man, they see red in the wintertime, I feel like better than any other bait. I don't know that it's a crawfish thing. Oh, I know, I hit it. I think it's a water temperature thing. I think there's something to do with the water being cold, why red works. I can't explain that, but I think it's something that is made up in the fish that's just what they eat. I don't know. I need to go back and watch my Q&A deal with Mark Sexton, you know, the biologist. He gave me a reason why red. It's something to do with the color spectrum, and I don't know, it kind of went over my head, but in that bass Q&A, you know, there's lots of great information in that video. If you guys hadn't seen that, check that video out. And he talks about red. I need to go back and watch it myself. I just know they bite it. You know, I said this bait's really simple to throw, and it is. But the absolute worst mistake that a person can make is just to reel it in. Just to go like this. Not change anything, just to reel it in. It's the constant changing that really triggers those bites. You know, getting stuck in the grass, jerking it out, you know, reeling it fast, reeling it slow, stopping, pausing, you know, snatching it. That's what you want to do most of the time to try to get those bites, you know, to trigger that bite. That just don't go out there and just reel it in. Just ho-hum, reel it in. Make it do something different to trigger those bites. They'd be start at daylight. There's a fish, golly. I'm just reeling it in and he smoked it. I don't know what I got, guys. It may be a biggin. I just got biggins on my brain. It's just a fish, just a fish, just a fish. Yo, it's heavier than I thought he was. He was just swimming with his mouth open, so I thought he was big. Thanks, buddy. All right, all right, all right. I can't stress to you guys enough, when you get a bite somewhere, if you're in your kayak, get you a line up on the bank if you don't have GPS. If you're in a boat, hit that waypoint when you get a bite out off these grass flats, because so many times there's a group of fish there. Basically, all my fish have come in this little 100-yard stretch, and I've got these trails that I can go back and forth on. But if, you know, let's say you're in your kayak or you're, you know, don't have that GPS on your boat, get you a line up on the bank and just keep going back and forth over that same stretch. This is the time of year these fish really stack up. This lipless crankbait is something that works all across our country. When I say this thing's caught as many bass as the plastic worm, it works from California to New York to Florida. I caught a 10-pounder in Florida on one, multiple 10-pounders down there on this thing. Texas, Oklahoma, everywhere. This is a bait that you just have to have tied on in the springtime. It is, guys, just plain and simple. Oh, there's one. I was like, I felt him hit it. I didn't know if he got it or not. Oh, it's a good one too. Golly. Oh, there's another one behind him. Oh my goodness. There's a bunch of them. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Come here, fish. Come here, come here. Oh, golly. Isn't that fun, guys? That is so much fun. It does not get any better than that right there. That is my deal. Oh, he was barely hooked. He was barely hooked. Oh, I love it, I love it, I love it. These fish are just staging up out here, fixing to go spawn. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes. Golly, I don't know what I got. I went to clean it. Oh my goodness, it's a giant. It was stuck in the grass. I thought I had grass on it. I went to jerk it, and this is what ate it. Oh, I got goosebumps. Holy smokes. Oh my goodness, baby, stay on there. It's buried in the grass. It's buried in the grass. Come on, baby. Come on, come on. I don't know what to do. I don't want to pull too hard. There, she's shaking her head. Come on, come on, come on. She'll just come up with that grass on her eyeballs. Oh, it's a big one, guys. It is a big one. Oh, it's a stump, I guess. Oh, come on. Oh. Oh. Oh, come on. Oh, makes your heart get in your throat. Oh, she's still on. She's still on. Oh, she's still on. She's still on. I'm still in the ball game. Looky here. Looky here. Look at this big old tub of lard. Yes, you can't even see my bait. It is out of sight. Out of sight. Come here, fish. Come here, baby. Come here, come here, come here. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, yes. Oh, I love it. Man, you'd think I just won a tournament. I just love it. Oh, I thought I lost that fish. I thought I lost it. Just such a, man, I was stuck in the grass and I went to jerk it out of the grass and that's what ate it. Look at that thing. Yes, oh baby, that's a big one. Oh, I love it, man. And if you got to choose one color you're gonna throw in the spring, it needs to be that color right there, guys. There's no other color. Red, red, red with a little orange on the belly. That's a special red crawl war pig. It flat catches them. Yes. Oh man, mwah! I didn't really kiss it, honey. My wife would get mad at me if I kissed it. Golly, I don't want to let her go. Thank you, sweet girl. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, look at her go. Yes, 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 yes. Man, what a day. What a day. I love throwing a lipless crankbait. It's just easy. It's just a bait that you can just catch fish on. It's super easy, guys. Hope you enjoyed that. There's so much more to it. I'll do some more lipless crankbait videos for you. But you know, that'll get you started. That's how I do it in the grass. I want to do some there back in Oklahoma or somewhere, you know, on lakes that doesn't have grass. It's not just a bait just for grass, but it catches lots of fish, it catches big fish, and it's easy to do and a lot of fun. Thanks guys for following along. Be sure you hit those buttons. That helps me a bunch, and we'll see you next week.